Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures, where a group of me and my nerdy friends get together and play D&D.
Oh.
Hey-o.
He's got a wand!
I have got all sorts of things here today because I had to pull out my war chest for some stuff that could be happening. Tonight we are shy a Connor, who plays Fedial, and then Alan and Mackenzie are going to be a little bit later. They respectively play Fernando and Shalia, not the other way around, which I almost said.
And yet, this table has remained constant.
We are the rock.
Given that we are going to be down one of our people, Ferial, for a little while, he's got some other stuff he's working on with a play. We may bring in a guest player for a little while. We're discussing that. So you might get to see some new, a fresh set of dice at the table.
I think the word you were looking for is a new person. Maybe a new face.
A new face, a fresh face.
We
I was
are
like,
not
it's
just,
not a fresh set of eyes. That's not the right term in this. I was like,
we're not
we'll go with
just
dice.
sets of dice men. We're people.
I don't know. That technically means I'm 4 people because I got a full 4.
Man. All right, guys.
Oh man, but what's that
So
mean?
the last time we played, you guys ended up with. She's like, how many sets of dice do I have?
There's over 12 sets of dice there.
Oh my
Who's
god.
got more votes than you?
I'm pretty sure I won that.
Okay,
last
so the
week.
last time that we played, you guys, you ended up
Yeah,
getting some neat stuff, making out with a lot of money, and then eventually you had to face a pretty tough decision as you were kind of figuring out stuff with Credence, whether you'd actually go to help him or not. You were also confronted by an odd, mysterious man you've never met before, who gave a message to you that Iskalid is in trouble. You now have a choice. You guys had asked him for a day. He's like, that's up to you, I'll be here. But know that every minute you guys are spending deciding on stuff, other people are dying.
Day.
Yeah, that's what I said. He gave you a day. You asked for a day, he said, you got it.
Actually, I asked for an hour and he gave us a day.
Oh, you asked for an hour.
Great. Well, some of us have things we need to pick up still.
Because that matters so much.
No, it absolutely matters.
It does.
Directly owing to me, but it matters.
Yes,
to me.
it does matter.
I got something to pick up if we're not going to be in St. Junius City.
All your money?
All my money!
I don't see you being able to carry half, a third, a fourth. I don't see you being able to carry
Depends
much.
on how they give it to me.
Yeah,
If,
give
it's,
it to him in
if it's not all
Could be just some
broken down, if it's all consolidated into one thing, he can easily carry it.
diamonds or something.
Or
Even with platinum, that's 100,000 platinum pieces.
He's not doing it in platinum. It's going to be in stuff that is higher value.
The worst case scenario is they give it to you in copper.
How many coppers is that? A billion?
The worst case scenario is they give it to you in chickens.
Can I give you an IOU?
Like you did, herd cats. Try and herd cats. All right. Right now, guys. Sorry, I apologize. This is maybe a little distracting. I am dividing up some stuff for possible scenarios.
Which is funny because he said that out of the 2 options we have, one of them leads to death and the other one continues the
Leads to
story.
combat.
No, I'm pretty sure one of them he said leads to
I
combat
just
and
gave
death.
them a fair warning
That we
that
might
should
all
they
die.
choose to actually fight in one of these scenarios, they might really die.
When have you ever known us to back down though?
Nope. So if we have a TPK tonight, guys,
It's all
we
his
will
fault.
be back with new characters.
Poor artist. She's already starting on the artwork.
Oh my god.
She's like, I hate you all. I hate you all.
It's okay. I will make sure my guy looks very similar.
Well, the exact same character generations
No,
later.
completely different character. Just
Exact same look.
Thanks for our artist friend. I'll
Yes.
use the same descriptors.
Tay will come back and he'll have the character Cullum.
All right. Anyways, so
Ballot.
A young halfling who is corrupted by the power of an evil ring.
oh my gosh.
I actually don't know what that is.
Gollum.
Oh.
Because you said call them.
Oh, I see. I see.
Alright, well, we got some. We still at the bar?
Yeah.
Are we still at the bar? Yes, you guys are still there.
We're talking.
That's where we left off.
Right?
That's where we left off, yeah.
Yeah. Key had just pulled everything that had been laid out on the table into his bag, except for the ruby, which I took back.
I gave back. But that's because we had someone to approach the table and I didn't want to see him a
Yep.
sword and books and gems on the table.
Yeah.
That's your standard adventure affair, though, honestly.
Well, sorry guys. Time to go to Isklid.
We have a day. I need things I need to pick up. But yes, I would love to go back to Isklid.
Yeah.
You have a day, maybe.
Wait, were we told who was attacking the squid?
Nope.
They said
Oh,
it was
yeah.
Besieged.
I believe he said Skaar, some
the
Yagamoth,
The
and...
Skaar and the
I want
Yagamoth.
to say there was one more.
It was Skaar and Yagama.
Okay. An unlikely duo. But they are dynamic when they work together. It's like they're a dynamic
Duo.
I hate you so much.
I try.
Okay.
Please stop trying.
Never.
So are we still going to plan a heist?
What?
No.
No.
When were we planning that?
I thought we were going to break Credence out of jail.
No.
That was actually never discussed outright.
So no heist.
We were.
No heist.
No thief.
And then this guy came.
It was under consideration, and then things changed.
As far as I was aware, we were never planning on doing any kind of
Plans
heist.
changed.
Is he being serious right now?
I was planning on the heist.
I'm pretty
So
sure.
was I.
I mean, there's more than Credence in that place.
But
I'm surrounded by morons.
I was with you. But not anymore.
I was with you if you could actually pull it off.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Great. Do I know if my gun's finished yet?
Do you know if your gun is finished yet?
Yeah, because he said that it would be the end of the day.
Uh-huh. It should be. You're getting really close to the end of the day, so yeah, you should be good.
Okay. Great. I do want to go with you. I, however, would like some better armor while we're here, and to pick up something I dropped off already. I'd rather go in prepared than not. And if any of these people sold a lance, I would also have that.
Okay, so you're going to pick up your...
Yeah. And if I believe it's done, I will actually... Key. Great. I got something for you.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it shiny?
Is it shiny?
Depends on how you look at it. And yeah, I will go back to the blacksmith.
I will follow, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
just said I had something for you.
Well,
Your
now-
following is completely up to you, my friend.
And where are you going?
At this point, I do think that Iskilid is the bigger danger,
Mm-hmm.
so I will go with you guys to Iskilid here.
All right. So, how long is it probably going to take him to pick stuff up from the blacksmith?
30 minutes.
And the bank.
Plus, I
Oh,
also
yeah.
wanted to pick up armor, because that's something I meant to do, but I wanted to do it with Fernando, but he's not here.
Fernando. Okay.
All right. How about this? We all meet up back here in 2 hours and go to Iskilid.
Why 2 hours?
Because
It's not going to take him that long to go get armor.
blacksmith, bank, armor, and time to see if we can get them to consider not killing Credence. Because we've got a free entrance.
Fernando already did that. They're not going to change their mind.
Can you talk to one person?
Maybe we can
We've
get
gotten
a message to Credence.
We've gotten new info since then. I believe should be shared with them, and hopefully we can convince a stay
Yeah,
of
but that all
execution.
can be done at the same time he's getting his stuff.
Exactly. I'm going
Doesn't
to
have
do
to
that.
take 2 hours.
I think he's trying to tell you he doesn't know how long he'll be gone for. Plus, let's be honest. When have I went on a shopping trip and it hasn't went wrong for me?
That is a fair point.
A very fair point.
Then I'm going with him.
All right, you're going with him.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll meet up back here in 2 hours.
Fair enough.
You going? Thank you.
I'll go with you to the.
Yeah, you keep him in line.
The lead just flew out of my pencil. Okay. I know, right? So we've got 3 people going to go shopping, and the 2 of us to go try and talk to Credence and the Fire Forge.
Okay. Fernando will go with you. Shalia, I assume we'll probably go with these guys. Key.
As we leave, I'm gonna slip Shalia the ingots of Star Mithril.
Okay.
So that way she has them, not me. I'm gonna do it sneakily.
Roll me a stealth or sleight of hand.
26.
Yeah. No one knows. I don't even know. That's insane.
Hey, I got a +10. What can you
Yeah,
say?
you're built to thief.
It's almost like his archetype is thief.
I wonder why. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright. So, we got that going on. Sorry, guys, I'm still just kind of getting a few things prepped while we're doing this. So,
Just a few.
let's take care of the shopping. You go back to the guy,
Yep.
and he greets you. Oh! How are you doing?
I was better about an hour ago.
What's happened?
I've learned things.
It hurts his brain. You know.
Ignorance is
Lloyd.
bliss.
I've learned things. Well, laddie, I could have told you some of those things before.
No, we're not
I'd
having.
be a good man to serve you. So, I've got your gun done.
Right.
It's right here. He goes
Sound.
over.
I hear a butt.
No, he goes over. He goes over and he gets it. And he's just like, oh, I hope you like it. He hands it to you. This thing is one of the most finely put together things you've ever seen. The design for a day. You're just like, okay, this guy knows what the crap he's doing. It has the exact designs that you asked for. They are
Alright.
inlaid in perfectly. Like it doesn't look like he's just. It doesn't look like he modified the gun. It looks like the gun was made this way from the beginning.
Okay.
It feels that way. It even feels aged, as if it had been used from the beginning this way. Like it is
Okay.
gorgeous.
All right. Now, how to do this? I say taking the gun back. Hey, Q.
Yeah.
Just reach.
Thank you.
So that's what the that's what the gun's inlaid with on sides. That's on both sides of the barrel and both of the handle grip.
Listen, I
Both
can
sides
add
of the
my
grip.
I can't add my modifier because I'm not proficient in it. Can I?
And I give it to you. I just go. Now, can we? I'm gonna give you 5 minutes where nothing. I will not hold things against you as I flick you 1 bullet.
Are you guys gonna have a standoff here?
Can you load this? It's like, just I'm trying to
Oh, I can show you how to load it. Like
pointing it at my
absolutely.
face, just like trying to.
No!
And that's 5 minutes.
So I do show you like how to load it.
Yeah, okay, so I got 1 bullet.
All right, and I can give you more bullets. Let me just decide how many.
Alright. So
'Cause-
it uses my dex modifier, right?
Yep.
But I'm not
Awesome.
proficient.
Mitten says, decide how many while we walk.
So
Great.
is it just a
Armor
straight d20 roll and straight damage roll?
When you're not proficient in it, you still add the dex modifier.
To the attack?
But you
But not
don't
to the
add
damage.
you don't add the proficiency. No, so
Oh, no.
the dex always works, but you just don't add proficiency to the roll.
So I still
And
get
then you
plus
still get the
four.
I think you still get the damage too,
Oh, aye.
because the damage isn't based off the proficiency. Or no, gotta go look up the ruling on it.
Okay, so I will give you 20 shots.
Fun.
50. And I will explain how to load it and all of that jazz.
Okay.
Great. So,
I reach back and I pull out the key dagger.
uh-huh.
Hand it to you.
I take it.
And he just bag holding.
So the one that's like carved out of a key.
No, the one that was made out of the key.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I literally took that giant key and had it made into a dagger.
Great. And as we're walking, I do let you know, by the way, it has a name. It's called Door Opener.
He just looks at it, he's like, key.
Key. Point to the symbol. Key.
I'm glad you understand. So, armor.
Okay. As far as armor goes, if you're making, so if it's like leather armor and things like that, you can probably do that kind of stuff with no issue. Metal armor has to be made pretty well, unless it's like a chain shirt.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be custom fit to your body. So it's gonna take.
I should have asked about this during the first, but I
It'll
didn't think
take a
about it.
it'll take a month of work to make a custom suit of armor.
Well, it looks like that's up. Alright.
But you can get one
And then I would have to come back here to get it.
unless you get it somewhere else.
Unless I get it somewhere else, but yeah. it's
Now, if you want to pay lots and lots extra, you could get magical armor, and you guys have buttloads of money. Right
Well,
now.
wrong.
He does.
He has buttloads of money.
Which I still need to go to the bank.
You still have you still have like $3 million.
Right.
No.
3 million gold.
No.
300,000.
Oh, sorry, 300.
No, I have 500,000, thank you. But
500,000. That's gonna.
That's
that
still-
that would buy you.
that was half of what her
No.
shirt cost?
Mine was only the chain shirt was 600,000.
No, the
Still
miniature
more-
shirt was
eh,
600.
Yeah,
Everything
but
I own.
that sucker was made of something you just don't get a hold of.
Right, and magic armor I assume would be around the same price range.
Oh no, no. The price on that.
I would
sucker
like to
was
point
the
out everything
materials.
you have tried selling me has been in the million range so far. Anything you've actually put a specific price tag on?
The big stuff, like the sword.
Her shop? Everything there
Yes.
was
okay. Yes,
in
yes.
the millions.
Because all of the things that she had to sell were insane. Like they were way powerful weapons. Anania's shop was insane. Orsina is a nuts place, but just a regular like set of magic armor, you're probably looking at 200,000.
Right, but still, like I assume there would still be a build time and everything.
No, because it would be prepped and made, and it would custom fit to you as you put it on. That's the difference with magical armor.
I still don't know like what is on the table with this place.
Maybe you could have it made and then shipped to wherever we're gonna be.
Armor not being worn is better off not armor.
But no, you seriously like you could get something, and I'll let you if you want to go look. There's
I only have the player's handbook, which only has normal armor,
Mhm.
and the best I can get is plate,
right. I know.
and that's 1,500 normally. If it's magic, then it's magic.
Yeah, when it goes just it's cool. You go to an armor shop
Okay.
because you have the blacksmith who could make one for you just standard, right?
Right.
But you know that you need this on a quicker job.
Yeah, I need this yesterday.
Yeah. So if you're asking around, he tells you to go to the Golden Hammer.
Okay.
You go there, and what you end up seeing, there is a Taejungi working at his desk at the main desk,
Mm-hmm.
completely focused. He is not paying attention as you walk in whatsoever. He's just tooling something. He's got magnifying glasses set down, like all the way down to this thing, and he's like tooling the finest type of stuff. Oh my gosh, are you serious?
No, I'm not. I think it would be hilarious if someone did, but no.
He just walks in.
I'm gonna kill someone now! Yeah, oh my gosh.
He tastes like chicken.
I thought you said that's how you greet people with this gun.
Is that really what
Hey, Sarge, I did a desk pop.
No, that's not what it
That's
was.
another guy's joke. Anyways. So, yeah.
You hear something, like, as you walk in, it feels like the place is kind of alive because there's sounds of things moving around in here that you don't see currently. It's a little weird that way, but the only thing you see other than him, I mean, you've got a few shelves of things that are through there, and you can see some weapons and armor. There's up on the walls, there's some really fine looking stuff. But it's just like, some of it's a little bit odd looking, it feels like some sort of a machine almost to an effect. You've seen little bits and pieces of this like put into that ballista, right? Like some of the cogs that they had when they cranked, and
Right.
it's odd.
Okay. Well, I will politely walk up and ring the bell.
Oh, you know, if I didn't have finer reflexes, that would have been a bad thing.
How bad?
Might have blown us all up. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little too into Credence here. Let me get into this, right? It might have blown us all up.
You know, you could do Southern if you're more comfortable with that.
That's too easy.
Uh-huh.
That was fantastic.
Anyway.
Oh, that's a travesty for a duel.
I am in need of some better armor.
Better armor.
And unfortunately, I need to leave tomorrow, so it needs to be something that can fit me now, which is why I was sent here.
Well, that's the right place to be sent to.
I'm sure most shopkeepers would agree.
They might all agree that you need to come to me. So, need armor.
Mm-hmm.
What specifically are you needing armor for? Are you going into some big old fight? Yeah. Are you needing like a shell, or are you needing something that'll help you move?
Tortoiseshell armor, please.
Excuse the sarcasm you can probably hear in the voice, but I think that's why armor is worn, is to go into battle.
Aye, but some armor's made for dealing more sneaky. Others are made for going in the front lines.
It's like the counter.
I
More sneakies.
I look at the chain. I look at the chain shirt I'm wearing and go, subtlety's not my thing.
I really didn't think so, but I figured I'd ask.
I really wish you had shot that gun like that.
You take 12d6 damage.
I could probably live.
You could probably live, but it would suck. It's like Jeremiah. That stupid freaking alchemist fire. Alright, so, yeah. You guys... he's like, I can get you plenty good, strong armor. What are you looking price range-wise?
I have 400,000 I'm willing to work with.
400,000. I can get you a decent armor. Well, over there,
Mm-hmm.
there is the onyx, the ruby, and the seafoam.
Okay.
Did I hear seafoam?
Hey.
I think the ruby fits him.
Ruby weapon all the way. I was thinking
I
onyx.
got an idea what you might like, just given your looks and all, but
Squeak.
Thud.
He's not here.
he's not there.
I know. And yet the squeak persists.
Phantom squeaks.
He just hears it in his
He
head.
pulls out a jar. This is industrial strength head wax.
This is a key component of the seafoam armor.
Keeps you nice and sleek.
I already said I'm not stealthy.
Makes it very easy to glide through the waves.
Increases your speed by 10.
Anyway, so are they basically the same armor, just different colors?
Oh, no, no, no.
I thought not.
I've got different names for them for a reason.
Okay.
Well,
They're different colors.
I
No,
think
they're
I just
not.
asked that question.
well, I've built things into them differently.
Mm-hmm.
Onyx, it is obviously a darker look, yes,
Mhm.
but it is made to reflect magic.
Mm-hmm.
The ruby, that's a whole different thing on itself. That one will ignite. It's a flame armor. And the sea foam, well, the sea foam is a different thing all to itself.
It makes beautiful bubbles.
You
Make
can
it
look
egg.
like a mermaid down
It gives
there
you the bubble weapon from Mega Man.
without hair.
It's definitely made for sea warfare, but
Mm-hmm.
on the land it does decently as well. It allows you to throw up a shield as needed. Gives you, like, every once in a while you can throw up a good shield. It'll create an ice wall. But when it's in the water, oh, it's a demon in the water. It'll increase speeds. It'll give you resistances. It's quite a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to you though. Again, the flame armor, ignited, it's gonna keep you protected and safe. It's gonna put up shielding. People can't get near you, and you can attack with it. The onyx, reflect out magic. Imagine throwing a fireball back in someone's face.
Fumes as well.
I'm actually trying to think. I don't think I've been hit with magic almost this entire campaign yet. Not like.
We haven't faced a lot of magic users yet. It's been a lot of necrotic.
You guys have dealt with a lot of, like, more undead, necrotic-y, like those kinds of things.
Alright, but with the onyx armor, when it
I
gets
have
to a
a
certain
default.
point, does it like. The right word I think would be like evolve into a different armor, like more of like a steelixy armor.
I'm gonna start throwing things at you. No, it's
Like-
armor. It doesn't
like-
evolve. That
Like
way.
Gary's Book of Wonders.
Oh, dude, I am not done.
Anyway,
I gave you one.
I think I should stop BSing at this point. Alright, I mean, they're all decently good. I mean, the fire's cool, and I would love to burn things with it, but that's more of a Josh thing.
Who's Josh?
Don't question it.
He just talks to himself randomly like
He
that.
talks to voices in his head like this.
And then he just randomly appears also.
He's
Wizard,
like a voice
that's-
in your head.
I'm a wizard, that's what I do.
In game, if he does say Josh, he's like, don't worry. He just hears voices in his head. It's key.
That's not funny.
Okay, I have another question, just because it hasn't come up. Even though I am a sea elf, I assume wearing heavy armor underwater still has the same like penalties that it would normally.
Yeah.
Because I think so far we haven't played with any of that, despite the fact I have had a chain shirt the entire time.
Yeah, but you've also ridden on your turtle in a lot of cases. So.
Yeah.
We have one of the two.
Hello.
We say hey yo.
So you're here finishing up the shopping stuff before you guys decide on. Well, before you guys
You
leave.
came with us to the blacksmith, and now we're at an armor shop. And I snuck you the ingots of star metal.
Oh, so I have to figure out how I'm gonna. Didn't really.
Okay, so
discuss with our one
seafoam.
person how to get that to them.
So seafoam has the ability to throw up ice walls while on land, and off land it gives in water it gives me resistances, increases swim speed, and what else? I thought there was one more.
You'll still retain the ice wall.
Okay, which yeah. I have to. I'll take the seafoam.
Okay.
How much do I owe you?
400,000.
Nice. I'm trying to think because I have the marker from the place, and that is 500,000. But do I need to go and can I give it to him, and he can use it, or how does that work?
I can pay you back.
Great. This is 500,000. I need 100,000 back.
All right. He takes that. It's a fair chunk of change. Sets it down. You hear him just kind of like, he takes 2 wood blocks and just all of a sudden you hear this like skittering sound, and
Put it down.
like it kind of skitters off, and you're like, what the freak was that?
And then a spider appears in front of me, and the chest goes ching.
No.
The other person.
Hello! We got our people's.
I had to go armor shopping without you. I tried, man.
So did I. 13-hour day at work.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
I know the feeling, but I don't have as
Did you
much
want to be?
work as
Did you want to be armor shopping, or did you want to?
Yes.
You wanted to go armor shopping
the
because
other
they're
group's
going to go
Credence.
deal with the stuff at the Inner Flame Sanctum, and see if they can try and talk them into getting a word in for Credence and not get him killed.
At this point, having met the Inner Flame and talked to him a little bit, I'm not sure me being there would actually help a whole lot in this case. In fact, I think it might make things worse. Maybe.
So far, they've been pretty decent with you. They said
Oh,
that
they have. But, yeah, that's just kind of... I've kind of made my peace with it at this point. A little
Okay.
bit.
Dude, it's freaking loud.
What?
I would say it's just ripping apart a plate over here.
I'm fidgeting. I can't
Nervous
help
energy,
it.
nervous
I can't
energy.
help it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll
So
take.
if you're armor shopping, he's said that he had about 400,000 to work with, and he's bought an armor by the name of Seafoam. Fitting for his character. It cost him exactly 400,000. He's getting change in a minute here. You have the opportunity. What are you looking at spending? You've got 300,000 on you, right?
Yeah. Well, in the
I
diamond.
know, I want to do that.
Oh, and a diamond.
Well, in the diamond.
Oh yeah, in the diamond. Yes.
I told you I was looking for. I'm not sure if we'll find it or not. One of those things was materials.
Oh yeah, because you want to make your stuff.
I want to see if I can make things. Just because I think that would be cool to do.
Right.
And what's the point of having those skill sets if you don't use them?
Right. He can get you materials. That's easy.
Question is whether or not I can find
Oh, I was going to do that. Never mind.
literature on how to use magic and or maybe enchant things. That'll be a hard one to find.
Not that hard.
Well,
You
guess
really
that
want
is-
it?
So did I get 100,000 back?
Sorry, it's coming back.
Okay.
Well, yes. I mean, I would like to eventually, as someone who wishes to become a better warrior, I think it's best to be able to trust my own tools, including my armor. And I feel like I can better trust the works of my own hands. Not only that, but I can also make things just the way I like it.
That's
That being
just fine
said-
by me.
Zach, your work here is fabulous. And I... Zach, I almost wish I had it in me to maybe buy one of them, but we'll leave this be. What is this book you speak of?
Well, first let's deal with materials. You're just looking for steel, right?
Yeah.
Or do you want to go from the beginning and learn how to make your own steel?
I would like to learn that as well. But for now, I just need materials to be able to make things.
We also have like a 2-hour time limit.
Oh, well, it'll take you like a month to make a full suit of custom plate armor,
Oh, I'm aware, but I'm not trying to make
and
full
it'll take
suit.
you much longer because you have to learn how to even do it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, aside from that,
Skyrim, it takes like 10 seconds.
shut up, Skyrim. Freaking Skyrim. King. Yeah. Such a great game. I've got plenty of materials. You need the steel, and anything else there? Here you go. He's like, I can get that for you. Cost you 500.
Sounds good to me.
All right, that'll work. Now you're just giving him. You're exchanging diamond.
Well,
That would be
have a
interesting
gold
thing.
guy.
That
The
would
other
be a
thing-
rather poor
So-
exchange
I'm not trying to give him the full diamond now.
because you don't have gold on you, do you? I don't think you have like
Very-
hardly any
not
gold.
not 500.
Right. I
You
know
have
s-
one gold goblet.
I do
This
have a
is
gold
very
goblet
true. You have a gold goblet.
Do I have any just gold?
from a place where you can't really.
I have
Yeah,
platinum.
if you give that to him, that would definitely get you.
I got
I
platinum.
would do that.
Dude, I have a lot of things I could like.
Where's my character
Did you
sheet?
pull out her money?
Ta-da.
That was something else.
We probably need to have a treasurer,
Yeah.
someone to keep track of all this money.
Yeah, but who's gonna trust just one person with all their money?
Well, keep track of it, not say they carry all of it.
Not like
To be
a
fair, last-
player who is the treasurer, not a character.
Not a character.
Well, I keep track of mine very well. So
Yeah, we could have Kiwi the treasurer. He wouldn't be bad.
You also wouldn't let it out.
There actually were a
You-
few other.
All the
things I
better.
was-
You never lose it.
The other things I was looking for, as I recall, was bags of holding. I need a couple of those.
Bags of holding. Well, I happen to have 3.
May I?
There they are.
Ah.
5,000
Sorry,
apiece.
5,000 apiece?
Right.
It's not terrible, no.
No, not at all. You keep quite a bit of stuff in those too, which honestly, I'm kind of looking at my inventory and thinking, like, how in the world am I carrying all this in a backpack?
I got a bag holding.
I have a small bag of holding.
I've got a bag.
I don't know what's in my bag of holding because it's technically Credence.
And
But
it's
I got a bag of holding.
I've
So-
got a backpack, but I don't have a ton of stuff.
So we'll add that to the shopping cart, I guess.
So now
All right.
5,500.
All 3? Are you taking all 3?
Probably. At least one of them I was debating if I wanted to get 2, but I don't know if I actually need that much storage space.
Well, does your party need them?
I'll take one.
I would
Alright.
love that.
All 3.
Yeah, you
Same
Yeah,
size.
like
just
it
take
today.
all 3.
There you go. There's that. Your
I would like
materials. And now, the book. That's a whole different thing. Here.
Oh, God, stop.
He reaches
You know what?
back
I'm throwing it away.
and pushes this thing over, pushes a piece of the wall, and you watch it kind of open up, and he pulls out a book. He puts it back.
He is very interested.
He sets the book down. This is where I learned, but I had to learn also in person with the master that actually knew how to do all of it. Still read and I still studied. Masters have added to the book over the years, and it's only been better and better. I have nothing else to learn from it, and I've added all that I believe I probably can.
I pick it up, flip through the pages a little bit.
It's all intention piece.
See, it's basically, well, probably, but I imagine that there's diagrams in these things too.
So there's some diagrams, and a lot of it's written in Common. There are other languages though as well.
Yeah.
There's actually like really old forms of Elven in this book.
Still flipping. It's probably really cool. I can imagine.
But as you get to like some of the even in the Common, like when it gets down to some of the things that you start learning some of the secrets, you actually realize that it's written in code.
Why is it always written in code?
Well, why would someone ever want to share all the magical secrets and let everyone just know how to do those
No,
things?
but now we got 2 books.
Yes, I know.
We might
So
have to
there are
separate them.
encoded things there,
You never well.
and he looks. He's like,
forger.
the book is good for simply learning how to be a blacksmith, To know how to do more, you've got to know the code. I'll sell you that. The key for the code.
It's like, cállate, cuervo.
Just all of a sudden, just Key's head pops up. Just Key.
It's like, cállate, cuervo. I'm doing business here.
The book on its own you can have because I believe you'll learn how to do something that maybe we don't know. A fresh set of eyes to look and to work and to learn.
How much for the key? Cállate. No.
It's expensive. I'll let you know that.
Reach in, pull out the diamond. Will these cover it?
No.
Had the goblet.
I already pulled out the goblet for materials.
How much do you need?
¿Cuánto? How much more?
1 million.
Oof.
Okay, well, let's see here. I got 100,000, 10 gold goblets, 3 emeralds, 1 sapphire, and 5 rubies. How much does that
Give me
get
a
us up
moment
to?
to consult with my friend here. Help me, please.
We also never got to what he paid me the 100,000 in.
It's coming. It's
Hasn't
because we've been
happened
discussing this. Now, as you're waiting and you kind of get this whole thing,
Mhm.
you hear the skittering kind of like it just like zips up, and you see this little like he just this kind of wild little creature kind of zips up, and almost immediately like it's right there in front of you. You're like, oh! He looks at you with this extremely sharp look. He's like, here. He hands you this little bag.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else, boss? No, you're good. But we may be needing to make change for them too. So, be ready. Fine.
So do I just put the
Just
armor
like,
on now,
just
or?
zips off and goes.
Damn, he's talking to himself.
Do I put on the armor now? Armor's yours, son. You put it on when you want, but just don't get naked in front of us.
Well, we've done that before, but
Wasn't my fault. As I recall, it wasn't my fault.
well,
So I walk over to Fernando. I go, okay, that's 100,000. I go into my bag of holding. I pull out the 10 gold goblets, the 3 emeralds, 1 sapphire, 5 rubies, a platinum necklace, and a gold ring. Altogether, how much does this get?
I had all those appraised for you, didn't I?
No, we
I
never
haven't yet?
once went over
Oh,
pricing
okay,
for
okay,
any
okay.
of these.
Okay.
If we had, I probably would have been different with my spending habits.
you did with Nathan. Nathan sold all of his gems.
Yeah, I went over Nathan's stuff. Key knows all the pricing on his stuff, not you.
Yeah, my book's a mess because of that.
Yeah.
So, we found these
How do you start
goblets
being
in
cool
the
again?
feet of the ancient king.
Oh, really?
That's a fact. You can ask the
Oh,
Interflame.
that's quite the story to a piece of gold.
Oh, it is. We had to fight the ghost of the man ourselves. Just about killed some of us.
Like all of us.
We were fine.
Sure.
All right,
And Shalia, for 1 point, was worth their weight in gold.
I'll take these 2. And those emeralds.
Okay. I say passing the emeralds up. So 3 emeralds. And then he had 1 gold goblet, I have 10, and then how much is he looking at? Like taking to pay this off?
Give me the set of the goblets and the 3 emeralds, and I think we're good.
Okay.
I'm losing a little bit of money, but the story's just too good.
Okay, and was that included with the bag of 100,000, or was it just the goblets and the emeralds? And that was it.
Goblets and emeralds.
Okay. I will go ahead and drop those, and then 3 emeralds.
So he takes immediately starts putting the goblets up onto a shelf. That's good. He
Great.
starts looking at the emeralds. I know just what to do with these.
Great. Do you have a changing room or?
So son, I don't.
Just go out in the street, you'll be fine.
No, not again.
Just lose a drinking game.
Do you have everything else that you need to be wearing that?
I would assume that came with that, but if not, I guess we're gonna barter some more.
Well, no, I simply. If you don't have it,
Right.
I'm just asking.
But like the under padding and stuff like that.
Aye, your gambusing and everything else.
Would I have that?
Considering he's already wearing a chain shirt.
You're wearing a chain shirt.
Yeah.
So you probably have that. I think you'd be okay. I think you should be okay.
Okay.
But he still has to ask.
Yeah, that's fair.
So. Alright. Well, anything else that you guys need?
I would like the stats on the armor, but I assume that will come later.
Maybe he has a lance.
I no.
So yeah, armor will give you a flat 20.
Okay.
20 AC at level 6. Wow.
Yep.
So, do you
Right?
take the diamond as well with that payment?
I'm at 18.
No, he did not take the diamond. The diamond. Well, he said he needed $1
You
million.
only met
Mhm.
Taking the 10 goblets and the 3 emeralds, would have paid that. So, you want to pay him back? You can give him your diamond.
I owe you one.
Yes, you do. I say as I walk over to the armor.
You owe me 3 of those.
Matter of fact, maybe I could make you a lance again.
I'm listening.
So, I can't promise it will be the most expert work in the world as I am still learning, but I will do that for you.
I do have something I want you to make.
Okay. Our shopping is going a tad bit long, so should
Yeah,
we?
let's do this.
To
Is
the
there
bank.
anything
To
else we
this.
need here?
To the bank.
Okay.
I
guys
somehow
good?
get my armor and go.
Bags of
Okay.
holding.
Hey,
Alright.
may I have
I-
one of those bags of holding? I can pay you for it.
By the way, who paid for the bags of holding?
You
Sure.
did.
Oh.
Oh, I thought I did.
Oh,
What, was
you
5
did?
grand?
It was $5,000, yeah.
That's fine.
Well, I have to break my diamond, but I owe you.
We'll call it 3,000 and make it
I'm
good.
okay with paying for them, so.
Okay. So she bought the bags of holding.
Okay.
Oh,
You have
did
to
she?
give
I
it
thought.
back.
No.
I'm mildly confused on
'Cause I
this
thought
too.
he
Yeah.
bought them.
He was
Well-
buying the bags and the like you guys were all talking about like, oh well
Yeah.
maybe we just need all 3 of them. And so he was like willing to put up money to buy.
Okay.
And
Is it-
then
yeah.
he's like, well, I need $1 million for the book. So he just paid out for
For the book.
Okay. That's where I was
If
confused.
he wants to have bought
the
one.
5,500
I
for
bought
anything
one.
for everything else.
And I wanted to buy one.
Or sorry, the 15,500
all
for
of
everything else.
And then
Because he already
see
had
who
paid
else
for his
needed
armor.
Yep.
Is what I was gonna do. Were you there with us?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So then. That works.
You'll figure out money.
Yeah, we'll work it out later.
So you have a bag of holding.
You have a bag holding. I have a bag holding.
And Fernando has
I have a
Fernando
small
has
bag
a
of
bag of
holding.
And I got a bag.
Well, the ones we just bought is what
Right.
we're trying to figure out who
Right.
has.
Cool. You 3 have bags of holding. You got a small one. And
I especially
has
don't know
one.
how I don't
Big
have a bag of
backpack.
holding, at least up to this point, because I have smith tools, which means things like anvils. And
well,
maybe
It's
not
probably
that,
an
but
anvil like
you
this.
have the tools. You don't have the anvil to work at.
It's probably a small like.
You got like the
Strap it on my
hammers.
back.
so I might need to get.
So the tools would be the tools would be like the hammers and the tongs and things like that. The anvil itself would be something that you would go and work at an actual blacksmith's place. You're not going to carry a 200-pound anvil everywhere you go.
But bag of holding.
Well, yes, now with a bag of holding, yes.
Yeah.
It's still gonna suck though. You're like bag of holding. I need my anvil.
So, the
Like
small
try-
ones, not this big.
Yeah,
They're
still.
maybe like 50 pounds.
Like
or
50
something.
pounds.
So
I Yes.
could also carry that anvil.
Yeah, you could.
Just we don't have to roleplay, but I'm just going to go to the bank see if I can withdraw all my money.
Yes, you.
My 9.4 million that I have in the bank.
Yeah, you're 9.4 million.
Between my bag of holding and his bag of holding, how much can we hold?
That depends on how they give it to us.
And how they give it to us.
Well, they hand you
Back over.
The same gem I gave them back.
no. So they hand you 9 3-carat diamonds and a 2-carat sapphire.
1 2-carat sapphire.
Yeah.
9.
They are evenly distributed for money. The sapphire is worth 0.4 million, so 400,000. Yeah.
How much holding could a bag of holding hold? If a bag of holding could hold holdables?
And then each of those diamonds are worth $1 million a piece. So there's some really fine.
Imagine the things you could resurrect with those.
Right.
Says-
It needs to be worth at least 50 gold.
Your life better be worth this. Alright, that's me done.
That's also me done.
Okay, you guys are good?
That also means I can't wear my pirate outfit anymore.
Sad day.
Yep.
I have legit armor now.
You can still wear the hat.
I can still wear the hat, yes.
So as you slide on the piece, you feel it just fit to you, and like even though it's supposed to be plate,
And Teijungi sized.
it's not Teijungi size
Oh, okay.
specifically. As it fits to you, and then you kind of move in it, it feels very fluid. It almost feels like it flexes. It's just odd. It feels very light for something that should be heavy steel. And granted, I mean, a heavy steel plate armor actually isn't all that heavy in real life.
Right.
But for this, it feels unnaturally light. You touch it and it feels cool. Like, it doesn't feel steel cold. It feels like ocean cold.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not just like that metal feel. You touch and you almost feel like the cool of the ocean.
It feels like home.
Yeah. It's very cold.
Okay.
Like, deep under the ocean.
Shellington's gonna have a fit.
Why?
Because
They're matching.
Anyways,
I have a saddle. You do realize this, right?
I forgot about that.
Anyway,
Okay.
so somebody else, because I think shopping's concluded.
you got your shopping stuff done.
Mhm.
You guys are now heading to the Inner Flame.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So you've got the thing to get in.
Yep, I
Okay.
do.
All right. You go there. You were given the emblem to get in.
Yeah.
You look at the place that's a door but not a door, and you see where you need to fit it. And when you do so, it immediately lights and opens. You're greeted. Hail to you, brother.
And wait, out of character. What?
Hail to you, brother.
Hail to you, brother.
Hail to you.
No, I heard the words. I'm
All right.
processing them.
Hail to the king.
They call everyone brother.
And to you.
What is your business?
I wish to discuss the fate of Credence.
Really?
Yes.
You're the second person today.
I'm fully aware, but new information has come to light.
So from behind this guy, you just hear this. Let him come and speak with me. Yes, sir. Step in the room.
I do
Go.
as I told.
I assume that you and your friend you are friends with Fernando.
We are traveling companions, yes.
Yes. This is not surprising. I heard about the group that went with Credence. We don't hold any blame on you, and you should not feel any extreme responsibility towards him. He has made his own choices.
And I'm fully aware of that. I understand that, but some new information has come to light that I feel like you might want to consider before you pass final judgment.
What new information?
I have learned that the Yagamoth may be working on a similar weapon,
Jägermoth working on similar weapon, eh?
from what I've heard. Yes.
This is something we had not heard, but makes sense to some degree. We have tried to be following their goings and comings. We know currently about the attack on Iskilid.
I will be. My group and I will be heading there shortly to help.
You will probably be far too late. It will take you very long to make it down there.
We have to try, though.
Well, I wish you luck. I will share the news of what may be happening. It may only quicken his death, for I believe they only would plan to make such a weapon should they have known that the forges were being reignited.
If I might propose a slight alternative, or simply a stay of execution until the entire story is learned.
As I said, I will share information, and they will do with what they choose.
And that is your right as the inner flame? Hidden flame?
Inner flame.
Inner flame.
Sacred flame.
Green flame! Name all the flames.
Control flame.
Great flame.
Mage hand!
Not a flame.
Smoke
That's like the Harry Potter song when Dumbledore comes up naked.
Snake!
Alright.
Alright. You ruined the moment though, man.
Tay, how could you ruin the moment like that?
So, is there other reason that you have come to speak?
Not for me. You Bjorn?
The only other piece of information I can give for what might have prompted Credence to make that blade is during my travels, I did find the original temple where Hagor was summoned, and I had heard him saying that he was coming back again.
You heard Hegel.
Yes.
This is a very bad omen.
So that is why when Credence told me what he was doing, I thought it was good in order to help defend us against Hagor, if he should come again.
This is upsetting news. And only gives more... I hate to say this word because we have a character with the name, but only lends more credence to the...
I knew it was coming and I still laughed.
Yes, that's why we're here. We're talking about
Yeah, only lends more credence to the claim that Yagamoth are making weapon. Maybe they believe this will be the thing, the key, that can finally free Hegel. In their attempts last time, they failed because they were not all unified, and one, luckily, turned his heart toward the people, knowing what evil that he was releasing. But if they were to have some sort of a focus, they could maybe free him.
I'm not there. I don't know why you're looking at me.
So with the threat of Hagor coming back, I thought that it was a good thing to have something to maybe defend ourselves against him.
Yes, it would be good. And Credence may be one of the last who may even know how to work Star Mithril properly.
I had actually told Credence this when we had first started this journey.
Yeah, he's still in bed.
Which may have only increased his fervor.
Yeah.
Well then, I will do my best to speak for him.
That's all we ask.
Yep. Thank
I
you.
wish you luck in Iskalid.
And I wish you luck in your dealings.
Yes. Go safely, brothers. So, you guys now have made some decent headway, hopefully, towards
Mhm.
helping Credence if it's really going to happen. You guys make your way back. You guys were going to meet up at the
Tavern.
tavern that you were drinking at, or the one that you stayed at originally?
That's a good question.
I think we were going to meet up.
How about the library where the guy said he'd be?
I'm pretty sure Tay said bar, so we're
I
going to a
said
bar.
I thought I could have sworn I said we were going to meet up there.
At the
I heard
at
bar.
the tavern.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
where we had just been sitting.
Okay.
Okay, then
That's
that
fine.
bar.
So you guys meet back up at the tavern.
Nero looks a lot different suddenly.
Nero with a heavy armor on. That's just odd feeling.
Oh.
You actually see like a little bit of like condensation gathering on the armor.
It's air conditioned.
I didn't mean to do it, but it's not going away even if you grow hair, man. They are gonna squeak the crap out of you.
Did you get any wax to take care of the armor?
Just make sure you don't.
Polish.
Oh man.
That'll buff out.
All right,
You know
so-
what? Next time we get in a bar, how about you lose all your hair and we see how funny that is?
Yay, naked furball!
It comes back when I turn into a bear.
Ah.
Or does it? Does he become a wax?
Oh my gosh, that'd be
bear?
so freaking hilarious if it like went
He
deeper
would
than
be.
that and you become a naked
So,
mole rat.
On our
type
way
thing.
back, I want to talk to Fernando.
Okay.
As we're heading back.
Talking to Fernando.
So I'm like, so I think he saw it earlier. I brought it out, and I show him the unfinished blade, the one with the runes on it.
Damelo. I examine it.
It was
Put it right back.
in Credence's cart, but I think our bladed wizard would find it useful.
I agree. After all, I think I have enough weapons.
Yeah. So it's unfinished, and we don't have time here to finish it.
Perhaps
Also,
I
it's
could,
shiny, but
you bring up a different point now that I think about it. Our wizard friend, he probably knows a little bit about how to do enchantments and such. Maybe he could help me.
I just know what the runes say. They say speed, strength, flame, and indomitable.
Yeah, that sounds like our friend.
Yeah.
Perhaps, though, I'll have to work on it later. Maybe with some help.
I'm just wondering if you think you could. I'm feeling a bit-
Perhaps. I don't know. I need to maybe learn a bit first.
I'm feeling a bit generous. That's just all. Usually I would keep it, and I am going to keep it for a while.
So don't hold on to it for too long. Otherwise, you might never give it to him.
It could be a possibility. It is shiny, and something
You
different.
and your shiny things.
They just glitter in my eyes.
Okay.
Anyway, let us go.
Okay.
We'll talk about this later.
All right. So you guys are talking on the way back. You get there. Is there anything that you guys need to do prior to moving on?
Yes,
Yes.
but I don't know how to contact him, and I probably should do it kind of secretly.
You burned the book! How are
Why?
you doing this now?
Roll me an insight.
Why?
Roll me an insight.
Why am I doing it now? Because my insight's not gonna be.
I was more asking why you're doing it at all.
Is wisdom.
That one. 12.
12.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a slight inkling. You're like, this might be really crazy. But that torture blade might have something to do with it. Because when if you remember,
Mhm.
he pretty much made you make a blood oath
Mhm.
with him to
Mhm.
do what you were going to do.
Mhm.
And you kind of have that just little bit of inkling. You're like, it might be totally crazy and I might be totally off, but I could maybe do something with this. Like, maybe cut myself, use my blood, or something like that.
That would hurt. Okay, I'll have to do it.
You got rid of the book, so you now have to use the worst way of
A little bit
contact.
later.
Mhm.
You're not gonna do it now.
Well, I'd have to sneak off and.
Well, Mittens is keeping track of everybody and say, come on, let's go.
Yeah, you notice the entire time that while you guys have been doing this, while Mittens has been helpful to try and like help you while you were shopping and stuff, she has been very, very nervous and like really impatient. She wants you guys gone yesterday.
We're going.
Vamos.
Stop pushing,
Gone.
baby.
Okay.
I got short
Do
legs.
that just a little bit later.
Okay.
It's a little easier to sneak off.
I feel like I have to say this,
Yes.
just to make sure everyone knows. I do get Shellington. Just thought I would throw that one out.
I assumed you would have got shot.
Hopefully, my horse is still alive.
I don't think so.
I highly doubt it.
Where is your horse? Back in Iscalid.
Yeah, because apparently I forgot it because we forgot to mention it.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's just in a city that's under siege. What's the worst that could possibly happen to a horse?
is in Iscalid still penned, or it's dead from a ship sinking. So.
I mean, yeah.
Or it was sold.
So, yeah, let's, you guys make your way towards the library.
The map.
Or used
Yes.
on a trebuchet.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have been watching.
Because they did fling animals with trebuchets.
Okay. I know we started a little bit later today. It is 9 though, so we're gonna take a real quick break. Let everybody like get prepped because the next section is gonna be big.
Get up.
Silence.
Violence.
Okay, we will take a break. Back in 5 minutes.
Go.
We are back. I'm just getting everything set up as these guys are going to be returning to Iskalid. As I kill the camera guy, sorry.
That's alright. I'll come around and get it.
Oh, no.
What do you do to Mike? You know, Mike,
Fernando,
the camera
you're
guy.
no longer in the picture.
Poor
Gee, I
Fernando.
wonder why.
Sorry, my backpack got a hold of it. It's fine. Sorry, guys.
Just there, stop.
While
stop,
we're
stop,
waiting for
too
him.
far.
Too far?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just a little bit
back
more
that
towards Fernando. Stop.
That way.
Well, yeah, a little
So,
bit that
Jab,
way.
while we're waiting for that,
There.
how are
Stop.
you doing? Everything good? How's life?
Vote in the comment section.
I
what
remember,
you want our
this-
next characters to be.
And remember,
Vote
this
for
is
me.
for posterity's sake, so be honest. How do you feel?
Interesting.
Anyway, so,
You
how are we
saying
doing?
something about me?
Matt, sitting at a table with you is like torture. No.
Thanks so much. You're welcome.
But what level is it? 1 or is it 50?
But you keep coming back to what does that make you?
Massive.
How many years is this game taking off of your life, Josh?
I think 3 so far.
That's,
How long have I known you, Matt?
that's true. You guys have known me for like almost.
I was talking with Tay about this. We've
Little
known
over
each
2
other for
years.
almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy how fast. How,
Mine's only
yeah, that was a sentence.
about a year.
Same.
I'm trying to remember when I
Almost
joined
6.
the first campaign.
It's been a little while. Yeah, I've known Elena for a long time now.
Yep.
All right.
And our friendship has never been stronger.
Right.
So you guys get back together. You've got everything in order, and you decide to head over to the library, where
Yep.
that man said he would be waiting for you. When you get there, you are greeted. Sorry, guys.
I tell you what, when we get to Isquid, not when we get to the library.
No, yeah. When you get to the library, you are greeted by one of the old librarians.
I'm gonna kind of stay hidden.
Southern.
He looks, he's like, oh, well, that's quite a party, isn't it? And what are you here for?
You're supposed to meet someone.
We're here for the member of the White Staff.
I don't know. We
Oh,
don't know
did-
what that is.
did-
We don't know.
We don't
We didn't
know.
tell us.
Never mind.
No. We're
We're looking
supposed to
for an
meet
old
someone.
man in a white robe with
Just
a white
really
staff.
quickly, give me a history check.
Oh yeah.
Come
Because
on.
I might
one.
know.
There is this guy with Palo Blanco.
Just real quick, let's.
And then the sound of his walking stick just like.
That's true, you've heard it, you could make that sound. That would be really...
25.
Yeah, you recognize him as a White Staff member just because of his stuff. So saying that would not be out of character.
Yeah, well, now it's not out of character.
Yeah. I kind of, like, when he said
We
it, I was like,
retconned the
yeah, that kind
retcon.
of feels right, actually. But, oh, you're waiting for him then, eh? Fine. He's back there, I'll show you here. Come
Thank
on.
you.
As he hobbles and makes his way, leads you down. You guys go down about 4 floors into the library, and he's like, right here's about where you need to meet me. Pushes the door open. As he looks up the stairs, not very happy about having to climb him back up. He's like,
Thank you very much. I don't think we would have found him without you.
He just
Have a nice
continues to
trip.
make his-
Thank
I hope I don't trip.
See you next fall.
Shut up.
Don't you wish you had a levitating spell?
I,
We're technically not in
Mittens is
combat
through the
yet,
door.
so
huh?
I said Mittens is through the door.
Yeah.
I will
Mittens
also
is
go
already
through the door.
You guys
Yeah.
head through the door. You get over there. You see him just waiting. He's looks like he's just studying something. Like, there's a book that's floating in front of him as he flips the page.
Just trying to read the book.
Sorry, there's a height requirement.
I see that you have finally come. He flips it around for you.
Hi. What is it?
It is his journal.
It's probably not written in common.
That's a cookbook.
It is written in
Or-
common.
Oh, awkward.
I met a very strange bird today.
It's from 20 years ago.
Oh.
You just get little comments here about some girl.
I just also just like nope. Sorry.
It is no problem. I have no worries about secrets. Life is simply life.
Entire party turns and looks at Ferial for one frame.
Fetty, I was like, I want that journal. Are you ready to make your way?
We are.
Yes. If we have to.
Sure.
How did they take Shellington coming down the stairs?
To be honest, the Taejungi that saw you guys, like he said, he's like, it was a really interesting party and just what it was, and kind of left it alone.
I know, but a giant turtle in a library?
Yeah, I know.
That sounds next to like a,
He knew what
a
you
bull
were.
in a china shop.
Yeah, I know. He knew what you were going to do. He may have said something about the turtle if you weren't just simply going to browse.
What can I say? He loves romantic novels.
Right.
May not
Something
serve
like
his
some help
kind
going
here.
down the stairs?
I think he's got this.
Okay.
Can we ride him
You
down
just
the
pulls
stairs?
in and slide.
I'm thinking it's a pretty big library, so I'm not thinking they're narrow staircases.
And they're not really
Wide
very narrow.
staircases. Plenty of room to go down.
Yeah, I mean they're old, and you've got sconces all the way down, burning with cold fire. But yeah, they're rather large sets of stairs, so you can easily go up and down. It's not too big of a deal. He looks at you. He's like, I understand that you were put together from the blades,
And by the blade will be separated.
and Baron, he has spoken very well of most of you in some fashion.
Probably not us.
You tried to pickpocket him.
He said that you have very light hands.
He also said they were very soft.
That is obvious. He is made of feather.
Alright, I'll stop
Testing
talking.
to see- Have white
Dagger or
hands.
gun?
Shoot
Dagger
him with
is
his
fine.
own weapon. Now,
Testing to see if you have light hands.
Just
although that he has said these things, he knew that you are not much of a party. And that that he was not sure if you were going to come back alive, which is why he sent you.
Yeah?
He did not want to waste his very best, because even Baron had more knowledge than some of the others, and he expected an attack on the city.
Too bad for him, we live.
Not too bad. He is very pleased when he found out. But I must warn you that if you are going to walk into this fight, you will need to work together very, very well, or you will all die.
Translation, warning, there are no save points after this, and there's no way to turn around. Are you sure you want to proceed?
Believe it or not, this is the closest we've ever come to a unanimous decision.
I feel like burning the carpet was us.
That was our unanimous decision.
That is very good that you're
Lighting fires.
gelling more.
Continue.
Continue to do so. The fight has made its way through the first two rings of the city. Your brothers and sisters are not doing well.
So what are we waiting for? Let's go.
I simply wanted to give you a good warning beforehand. I am taking you to the wall of the third ring. And from there, you will be well received. I
I've sent messages as I can. They are waiting for you.
I'm having Helm's Deep flashbacks.
Yeah.
The defenses have to hold.
Till morning's light.
No matter what comes through that gate, hold your ground.
Get on the circle, and I shall prepare it to send you there.
All right, I get on the circle.
Me too.
Okay, you guys
I-
get on the circle.
I usher Shellington into a circle.
Shellington's like, "Are you serious?"
I'm
I
gonna
get on
need you,
the
buddy.
circle.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
I'll be fine. We're gonna go and fight in the war on land, and I'll be fine.
Out of curiosity, can he hear when I talk to Shellington, or can he only hear Shellington's thoughts?
I can only hear Shellington.
You can only hear Shellington, yeah.
Okay.
Unless I connect with you and you want to do that. But...
Bird, you're gonna die too. I'm sure you're just gonna get squished.
I have my ways.
Yeah.
Shellington.
Not to be rude or anything, but I know you can't fly away. I'm not rude.
I already stuck one of these in me and him. For the exact same comment.
I'm not making fun of you. I just know you're flightless. That's all.
You're not
Not
helping.
like I can fly.
You're off the edge. Just ask him what happens if you insult me even further.
Fine. I'm not insulting you. I'm just saying you don't have an easy way to run away.
Shellington,
What?
when we get there, I need you to go after him.
I'm
Not
gonna hurt him.
I'm trying to figure out how to say this without spoiling background stuff, but when we get there, I need you to go find the boy and make sure he's safe.
Are you kidding?
No, that is your job.
Oh man. Oh, I'm dead. Okay.
Now, I would like to point out of the two of us, one of us has died more times than the other.
Yeah, I know. That's because I'm not as stupid as you.
And that's why I'm entrusting the job to you.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, well, let's let.
Whoa! Like he says that as the light now begins to grow very intense. You can see it's pouring out into the darkness of this room, and you just feel this
My newly found night vision.
this overwhelming warmth as you just.
Nope.
It's a portkey.
It is a port key.
You guys come to on the other side, and
So we did die.
no.
You had friends on the other side?
Alright.
On the other side, as you guys kind of you land, you appear, and there's a guy standing there. He's like,
Well, took you long enough to get here.
Because you're somehow smoking now. No.
¿Qué pasa, jefe?
I'm surprised you all survived.
You should be glad that we did. Looks like you need a hand.
Is that fridge talking?
Yeah, well, I had to keep him alive quite a few times, so.
That's why I sent you.
You're the one that told us the most.
I only killed one person one time, and I
Hey,
right
hey,
back.
listen. She's a specific kind of cleric, okay? I know these guys are a little bit weird, but they do their job really well.
I just want to say, the only people that have taken me down are party members.
You probably deserve it.
Yeah,
Shot him.
you did blow us up.
That's true, you did.
Okay, that was on accident, and neither of you retaliated for that.
Yeah, party
Yeah, we did.
members. He's including himself. Anyway, so.
"Well,
Alright,
it's good to see you."
great. Fun chit chat. What are we dealing
Awesome.
with?
Well, we're dealing with quite the onslaught. There
That's an understatement.
are units all throughout, fighting through the entire city. They're trying to take anything that we have defense-wise. They're trying to take, and it seems looting is also part of what they're doing. I'm not sure what they're looking for, but they have searched through quite a bit of stuff.
Just the Ska'ar or also the Yagamoth?
The Yagamoth have mostly been doing the attacking on the citizens. The Ska'ar have been the muscle pounding right through the walls.
my gosh, this is now an RTS game.
Yes. All right, you send your zealots that direction.
Must.
Yeah, that
I'll
hurts,
just send
yeah.
all the voidways to kill everything.
All right, guys. All right.
All right. All right.
What kind?
Okay, yeah.
What kind of defenses do we have left?
I'm guessing us.
We've got the wall and you guys.
Yeah, us.
We have a few different. We have a few troops of men that are going to go along with you.
They all die. Just kidding.
We have been
Rainbow
attacked
Red
back on the
shirts.
port on the other side as well. But they're doing all right, trying to hold them off. But that's taken a lot of our numbers here at the wall. But the port's next to the Radiant District. There's no way they're going to let that go down.
So do we have a plan moving forward?
Well,
Primero,
Where
do you,
did we
do you
land?
have a map?
Math.
I am the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
I shouldn't have
Damn
said
thing!
that. Wow. All right, tighten it up. Tighten it up.
So-
We got this.
He shows you a small map. He's like,
they're going to be making their move the way they've moved before. They do have some large artillery in the far back.
So where are we right now?
We're here at the wall.
Okay. So
What's the scale on this?
So each of the hexagons is going to be 30 feet.
Oof.
Yeah, this is going to take a while.
So one. Yeah.
So then from that point, I can now look at the map, look up, and probably just about see all of these things from the wall. If that's 30 feet, then
If we're on the wall, we could be in like a guard room in the wall.
yeah, you're down inside. You're not on top of the wall
The-
currently.
Figures that we see on the map, are they people or are they
So
units?
this figure is going to represent one specific thing.
Mhm.
This is going to be basically like a captain or a guard.
Yeah.
Not
So
not
when
guard,
we
you
get
know
to
what I
the
mean. A
top
captain
Mini
of the
or a
boss.
wall,
or a champion
it's
for
mini
each
boss.
of their things. Yeah.
Okay, so he's
they're
a crypt keeper.
They're a commander, right? So these others are units, groups of like a troop of whatever.
whatever.
So I'm just going to quickly explain some of the combat to these guys since we need to get through the meta part of that. Each of these units is going to be 25. You guys are each going to have units that will walk with you as well.
Oh, fun.
We're playing 3 houses! Woo!
But you guys get to choose who's going to have what. So,
Cavaliers.
I do have a cavalier.
do you have mage groups?
Nothing. I got it.
So I have I have cavalry. I have heavy. Sorry, I actually need to have my other unit. Where'd my bag go?
It disappeared.
I wonder if I can, like, rip.
Charge right down the center that thoroughfare.
We'll figure out what'll
Trample
happen.
them all.
Take the middle lane.
I would happily vanguard this. Now, can I requisition a horse and a lance?
Or a bear.
That's not a terrible plan. I can agree
Yeah.
with this.
So I can't keep up with the horse now.
Done it before.
No,
Okay, so
I feel like I need to get back and take care of that artillery because if anyone can get rid of that quickly, I can.
If it's made out of wood.
yeah,
Most likely it is.
Likely it is.
All the
but-
fire.
these
Yeah,
are
stone
I
for
nickname
someone.
him Beaver.
standard foot soldiers. These are normal troops. There's heavies. There is this is going to be your cavalry set,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a group of archers.
Would anyone disagree if I take the Cavaliers? Please, for the love.
I object.
I was the only one that would have any say in that. And if we go together, there's no objection at all.
Oh, I just need a lance.
What if we take?
You need a lance.
Oh yes, my last one broke saving these people.
Use it as a doorstop.
Smart.
He just turns
I
around,
didn't say he was the smartest one in the group.
slams it down on the table. There's your lance.
It's shiny.
You know,
You are no longer refrigerator to me.
I feel like a point
You're
you
now
take would
known
work
as
just as well.
Skipper.
I lance a lot.
How many lenses do you have? A lot.
Yeah, how many lenses do you have? A lot. Oh, that's a horrible joke.
More than a few.
Okay. So, cavalry, heavy,
You know, like,
standard troops.
by heavies, I'm assuming like heavily armored knights and stuff.
Right, your tanks.
Yeah.
And then you've got archery and 4 standard sets.
So you're putting me in charge of a group of people.
Yes.
We're putting Shalia
This is key.
in charge of a group of here.
And you're going with Shalia. Because let's be honest, the two of you work best as a team.
Now, the way that we're going to work this, just quickly, if the party is traveling with you, because you have a 30-foot square here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
If the party is traveling with you, we will not have it on board. If you have them separate and you command them out to move in a different direction, that's when I will start putting the bead out,
Okay.
so that you have that to know where they're at. If you are acting with them, they will have an additional bonus to hit. And then I am going to, really quickly here...
Now each of us roll charisma to see how much leadership we give these people.
You
I'm
roll
a
for us.
Yagamoth, and that's what they're fighting. How well do you think this is going to go?
So that's disadvantage on
Why?
Of the group of our group, if I'm remembering correctly, range is more my specialty than anyone else's.
That's true.
So it's probably best if I take the archers.
I can argue key for range, but other than that,
I was gonna.
I know you should be a
Metagaming, I
more-
was gonna take a group and do side alleys.
that's fair.
So
We really are playing.
So
We're playing
my-
MOBA. I'm going to take the side alleys. You're
My-
going to take the main
I'll take the
alley.
bottom lane.
Yeah.
my thoughts
Maybe.
as to
Who's
who,
going to jungle?
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Let's go, man.
my thoughts as to who should go with which groups. You two should stay together and go with the cavalry.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
Bjorn?
could take archers. You should be with the heavies. So if you can keep them alive, then they will do a lot more good.
Now, so based from where I am, can I see what the artillery is most likely made out of?
We're underground.
We're not.
I thought
we're
we were
in
on
the
the
wall.
top of the
We're
wall.
in the
You're
wall.
in the wall.
Oh, never
we're
mind.
we're like in a barracks in the wall.
Never mind.
Oh, by the way, I need to add a lance back into my armory. Well, I'm not giving this back.
All right.
So I will stay with one of the infantry battalions, or possibly two, seeing as how we've
No, if-
decided to split ourselves.
Key and I do better if we can sneak up and be in the shadows.
The most direct route to get rid of that artillery is going to be burn up the middle. So if we get the heavy detachment to help me with that, so if
What
you
about
go
the-
with me with the heavies and the heavies burn up with archer and mage support, we can get through that. Hopefully, get through that center column
We
and
still
get
have
to the
one problem.
artillery.
Mejor, Nero, Bjorn, do you guys think that you could punch a hole with the cavalry through the divisions that are down the main street?
That's another option.
That is-
Do we have like kind of this written out like on the map we're looking at? Do we see kind of like what divisions we're looking at?
Yeah, I'm just going to say that you guys currently can see what they've kind of said. This is how the attacks have gone so far, is they've watched some spread through the sides, and then they run a heavy line of attackers at the walls, and their ballistas in the back are what do a lot of sponge damage. Like, they take a lot of the damage that the wall could soak.
And another thing we need to consider is the harbor might need reinforcement, and the best person to do that would be you.
The harbor is
Currently the most defended.
80 miles away from
Never mind.
That's
As
all.
the guy said, this
Iscalit
is our
is-
focus.
Iscalit is
to-
enormous, guys.
Yeah.
So if you
This is our focus. This is what we're taking. care of.
Okay. To answer your question, pushing down this front line, well, not impossible. There is a lot of stuff between us.
Yeah.
And while I'm all down for a suicide run, as we all know, I'm not sure if we'd be able to punch a big enough hole for that.
What have you had?
Now, say the north area right there, there seems to be very light defenses up there.
True, but there's a lot of houses, so maneuverability with cavalry is not going to be great.
That is true.
That would be
Well,
better for your
For infantry.
Foot soldiers and
foot soldiers and tanks can get through there, but cavalry,
sneaky.
really the best place for you would be to go through the middle.
True,
So-
but do
That
we?
being said, seeing as the middle will be an exposed area, it's probably best if the heavies also follow up behind to mop up anything that you run through with the cavalry.
And
It's true.
archer support can also help lessen that issue.
Yeah.
Just-
So, how about we do this? Archers, cavalry, heavy
Cavalry.
hitters, focus on the middle.
Do we have
Key,
any artillery?
Shalia, and
have
Fernando
archers.
focus on the sides.
Okay.
So this table
Okay.
we're focused on the middle.
Oh.
You guys,
We would us three would your table focuses on the middle.
Mid. All right.
We focus on the sides.
Okay, so who's taking what side?
It depends. Do we know what's on each side?
We know that there are some people on the sides. We don't know
We don't know what type
what
of
is there.
What's there?
We just know what the general grouping is, and we do know that most likely the middle's going to be pushed by not Tejugi. It's going to be pushed by Scar, because that's who they're using as their main
the
push.
greenskins.
No racism.
Warhammer.
I know.
It's because I'm green, isn't it?
All right. So now here's my next question: with the cavalry, do we want to try pushing straight through all the way to the end, or do we want to push through the front line, try taking that out, and repeat the process with the next line?
I think it is best to gauge that based off of what momentum you can carry with your cavalry.
If you
So
can,
if you can go and mow down to that first line, then keep going. If you get bogged down in fighting, disengage, and try again.
Agreed.
because we need to take out that artillery as fast as possible, because otherwise this wall is coming down.
There's an added thing that I'm going to be doing in this.
Yep.
Every round, I will be drawing a stone from here,
Uh-oh.
and that will progress the in the goals of a specific group
Okay, that's actually really cool.
connected to these stones. And so, if I draw one, something is going to happen to that part of the city, or to the wall, or whatever, with their specific goals. So that will help kind of guide the fight as well a little bit, so you know what is suffering the most. Obviously, the wall is extremely important. You don't want them to break it, but you also want to do your best to save the people too.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is we have to have a way to communicate with each other, because if we're on opposite ends of the streets and stuff, it's going to be hard to communicate on where we all are at.
I can take care of that. Here you go.
Party line.
Yeah.
He pushes out these little earrings.
Do they work mentally?
Do they work mentally? You actually have to say something out loud.
Growl.
So Key's gonna sound a little funny.
Now, are these tasteful? Are these tasteful earrings? Or are these like
They're
just
not gaudy. They're just a thing
studs.
that.
I'm
Right,
gonna-
who doesn't have the ear pierced?
I'm imagining the messenger stone from Wind Waker.
Another
I haven't
problem.
played Wind Waker.
I
Sorry.
don't have ears.
Come here. No. Come here. It's okay.
Prestidigitation, you have ears.
Oh my gosh.
It's not quite how that spell works.
He lifts up a small metal-looking awl type thing.
Come here. It's okay.
It's okay.
look? I think
Fine, come here. He just grabs
Grabs
your
your
cheek
cheek and pulls you over.
just
He punches a teeny hole into the beak,
Oh.
and then he clips the earring on.
I'll keep you alive.
Just like trying to fill it with my tongue.
I just imagine
Ow.
grabbing him by the beak and
How does this work with my wild shape?
With your wild shape,
Yes.
earrings just part of it. Like your stuff gets absorbed.
You now have a golden earring as a
As a
bear.
bear,
Okay.
your bear's here.
Yeah, it's
doesn't
just since
It
does
still
work
it would
off
still
the
technically
speech.
just be part of your stuff. Oh yeah, if you're as a bear, you can't speak.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to tell us something, but I don't know what.
What's wrong, Boyd? Nero fell in a well?
Does anybody speak bear?
Okay.
I would if I'm
So-
within 30 feet of him.
Okay, so
Here is my other ideas for how to proceed with the infantry. We will go to. By the way, I'm going to orient. This is south.
Yeah, north
So-
is towards Matt.
North is Matt.
north is
south,
Matt.
South is that way.
Now remember, the enemy gate is down.
Mm-hmm.
All
So-
right.
We will take the infantry first and hit the division detachment to the south, and then we will meet back up with you and try to flank from one of the sides. Cut across and go up into the north end.
All right. Who
I feel like it
is
is better
controlling
to try
the archers?
to.
I am.
Caleb.
Okay. Pass
I-
that over to archers.
I feel it is best, especially,
Archer.
especially considering
Cavalry.
the company we have at the
Hell
moment.
yeah.
To
Who's our heavies? You're running the heavies.
There you go.
She's
And
the healer. So.
Our foot soldiers.
You always split the healer with the tank. Everyone knows that.
Who's running foot soldiers?
I think the three of us
Three of
are.
you.
I
Share
don't know
that
if we're
between the
each
three
taking
of you.
individual divisions or if we're actually working with it as a massive group.
I knew that wasn't
I
gonna work.
think it would be better for us to work with a massive group because I don't know how many people would appreciate their enemy
We could-
that they're fighting
We can also do things.
being
So
in charge.
each of these units does different amounts of damage.
That's
Your heavies
part
do
of my
a
thought.
D12 of damage, and the way that we're going to assume this is whatever you roll on that D12 is how many units they killed. Okay.
Okay.
So your archers are going to be up here or wherever you have them. They're going to shoot. I specifically wrote they have specific range.
Mhm.
Cavalry can move faster than normal guys, so they have a
Oh,
60. They have a regular 60-foot movement instead of 30 feet, so they can move 2 blocks instead of 1. The heavies have the highest AC and do mass damage on a single die, but the archers can do 3d4 damage. So if
Yeah.
they roll at max, they can take a lot of damage. Otherwise, it's just arrows poking into things. And
But at
not
the same
killing
time,
stuff.
that's like 3d4 is technically better than 2.
So we can do kill 8 units.
2d6?
Yeah.
It's 3d4 is better than 1d12.
Yeah,
So we have to be able to.
because my minimum is
Yeah,
3.
We have,
So.
we have the D8.
My minimum's 1.
Not so many units.
Wow.
We kill.
So that's my next question. So the +3 to hit. So we're going to be rolling for these units individually as well.
Yep. We.
Okay.
So you have one unit. So
Yeah.
you're gonna roll and roll for your stuff. Now, if they are alone, these are the stats for being alone. If you are with them in the unit together, you add +1 to those things.
Okay.
These guys, if they're gonna run an entire infantry, like the whole infantry is together, each of you controls one of the 3 infantry units. But there's actually technically 4 infantry
Well,
units.
it's because
One
Bjorn
isn't
and
one
Caleb are
archer.
timing.
No,
the
so
ar-
this is an archer unit. This is a heavy
Okay.
unit. This is
And
a cavalry
actually-
unit. And there's 4 units
And
of.
then we're controlling
Considering
4.
it's actually probably a good idea to have one infantry unit to go and cover the archers.
Well, it depends on where the archers are going to be.
Yeah,
That
but
depends.
just,
Sorry,
We'll be
Just as a standard, I think it would be a good idea to have them with the archers.
Just for defense. In case something gets close to them.
because
Yeah,
we'll be
just
slowly
keep one
advancing
X.
up to keep in support range of
Cavalry.
Yeah,
cavalry.
And
Well,
heavy.
I mean, are you
heavy.
throwing the archers on the walls and shooting down?
No, because
How far is their range, by the way?
300 feet.
yeah. So that's
600 disadvantage.
so. I mean,
So
there is
300
that to
feet, that's
consider,
10
but at the
spaces.
same time,
Also, aren't each of those 30?
Yes, so 10 spaces out is as far as they can shoot normal.
exactly.
But they can go out to 600. So they can go out to 20 spaces out.
Okay.
So you can go volley them at disadvantage, I guess.
Yeah.
How
Which
tall
is-
is the wall?
The wall. So we're not going to do the crazy, like, A, B. We're not going to do that.
Pythagorean theorem.
I'm just going to say they can shoot out to 300 at normal at the height of the wall.
Okay. All right.
Height might be a good thing for your archers, though, because if they're higher than your people, they can actually shoot over people's heads.
They can.
They
yeah.
also
And-
don't
and-
get attacked, and they have crap AC.
And
so.
buildings.
Yes.
You can shoot over buildings. Is
Right.
right. Thing.
I mean that's fair.
Not that I say you should
It puts
stack them all
Caleb
on
out of
the
the
wall,
fight if
but
he wants to be with them, but he doesn't have to be with them.
You
That's
don't
true. I
have
don't have to be with
His
them.
plan is also, well, I guess you're right. His plan is also to take down
If you
the
don't want to be with them, you
artillery.
can take the 4th Infantry.
Okay.
Control the
Yeah,
archers. and
so
have the 4th infantry
technically,
with
if you wanted to get, if he really wants to do something like that, if he wanted to climb the top of a building and have his infantry firing from the top of a building, after
I was kind
artillery,
of
you could do
I was
something
kind
like
of
that.
feeling like taking buildings as we went.
Yeah, and you can. That's how you want to play. Is how you want to play. Like, just you tell me how you want to do it, and then we will deploy your units.
I love this. However, I feel like I'm about to kill a lot of cavalry.
You may very well kill a lot of cavalry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys.
Remember that you can use the
All
buildings.
right,
as
yeah, we're
cover.
gonna
Those are spaced
deploy
well enough that you
down
can go
on the
out,
ground.
flank.
It's the best for you two to take
Okay.
control of the
We're gonna
soldiers
deploy?
we have.
All right.
Deploy. I think.
Keep this back here for a second.
I may have regretted my decision.
All right.
Join the club.
Where are you deploying?
In front of the gates. I assume Bjorn's with me on that one
Yeah.
because we're cavalry bearing it.
Oh, okay. You are riding Urn.
Yeah.
Though, considering how big the squares are, do we really want to use the big bear model?
Yeah, you might as well just use the smaller one for us.
That's fine. Yeah.
For scaling purposes.
Yeah.
That's fine.
We are still very big.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to just use his model because he's going to be doing the main riding.
Yeah.
We'll use his model.
He's the commander at this point.
Are you running your cavalry separate of you, or are they all running together?
We're running together.
Running together. Next, Shalia.
We didn't decide what side was. Do we just want to take one side and then switch to the other, or do we want to split us up and take one side and one side?
Our 3 infantry fighters. Are you guys going together and running, or are you splitting?
I would say generally we're sticking together as a group on that.
North side, south side.
Which side? This side with the glass-like looking ones, or
Yeah.
the red ones?
Okay, so the red ones would be easier to pick off individually, but I feel like the glass ones on the bottom would end up doing more overall because once we clear that, we can go straight towards artillery
Either
if we
way.
want to.
If we focus on one, we risk the other ones flanking our teammates.
This is true.
But we don't have enough to. Oh. I need to keep thinking as Key, not as Nathan. Key wouldn't be the smart to lay out a battle.
So I think our smartest bet is splitting us up. Half of us go after one side and the other half goes to the other. We can communicate, so if one of us gets in trouble, we meet back in the middle and we all fight together.
Sounds good to me. Who should take which sides? Caleb, you're in this group too. Yeah.
No,
I'm going up the middle.
He's running
You're
mid.
Going up the middle.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the red ones because they're more spread out because they'll be easier to sneak up on.
Okay, fight them well.
Okay, you're gonna head this way.
We're gonna head that way.
I'll go with Fernando.
Yeah, I will
'cause-
take-
Are you
So-
rolling with your group together, or are you having them go separate of you?
They are going to be with me. Let's see how well that goes.
Key.
I guess I'll go south side, and I'll have they'll go separate of me
They're gonna go separate of you.
because I'm gonna be roguing it.
Okay. Where would I will give you out to about here. Where do you want to position?
Where they're at, and just put me right behind them.
Right behind them. All right.
That's kind of smart.
I just stand up. Sorry.
It's okay. Fernando.
I guess I'm heading south with Key. I have to keep my group with me though.
You gonna keep your group with you? You want to be around here, here.
No, whatever the case, I'm heading towards the glass guys.
Okay. All right. Caleb.
All right, so I'm going to try and set up in the building that is the two boxes north of. Yep, that one.
With your archers together.
Yep, my archers are with me.
Oh boy. If you could just lay down like a volley or two before I get there, just
And you said
what
yours
I'm
are
gonna
going
try and
into?
do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, if we've got two infantry divisions for one of you guys, are you gonna run the second infantry division?
I mean, I figured that would make sense.
Okay.
I mean, you basically are stereotypical infantry.
I'm a little bit better than that.
A little, but you're the closest we've got. Like, you're the infantry fighter.
He's the standard foot soldier, but better than that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the drill sergeant.
Probably more like the major, but
Where's your familiar?
With me.
With you.
Well, like
Eyes in the
probably
sky.
like flying in the same hex, but above.
Okay.
UAV
We'll just
online.
assume he's around there. Okay.
Mitten.
So slight
And
hiccup here.
mittens,
I know. I
I
don't have a
don't. The bear does not. Have
you've
a
got the
charge attack.
heavies. Where are you gonna be?
I can turn into a
You're
warhorse,
going straight down the middle.
but that might be better for you.
Probably
to just
behind the
have a
cow.
You gonna be? Are you gonna let
Oh,
the cavalry go
that-
ahead, or are you gonna keep the guys in
Yeah.
front?
Yeah.
Are you gonna be in front?
If
If
you'd
it-
like to, then that's completely
Okay.
fine.
It
Like,
makes more sense to let the
This is-
cavalry
I've just been going through things
basically
on
trample
outside.
whatever is in front
Okay.
of you first.
Hey,
before you're
Matt,
going.
Give me a
Are you going
moment.
separate or with?
so just give you a moment.
Just give me a moment. I'm looking through
Technology
other things
behind him.
here.
You're gonna be behind them to
So
make
I
sure they
can
don't
be
die.
alone.
From
Okay.
books.
So, we know what our infantry and all that do, but what damage do we do as?
You guys roll your standard damage, and we are going to, whatever damage you roll, I'm going to half, and then that's how many units you will kill.
Just wondering.
That's a lot of units dead
Mm-hmm.
with our strikers.
I'm even with half. I might take an entire one by myself.
Well, yeah, this freaking bear and fighters that can do lots of extra
This is
damage.
gonna be disgusting.
Dude, we're gonna just clear as
We-
much.
I
as
may
we
have
can.
to. I may have to reduce it and say a third, just to be.
Are we
Like,
going to be
realistic.
starting right away, or do we have any time for prep at all? Possibly reading a book. No, I
We
don't
don't
think
have
we
that
have-
kind of time.
No. The reason I'm asking is the bear does not have a charge attack,
Mhm.
like all the war horses and stuff will have. So
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to get something that would allow me to have that.
You've seen horses, dude. You
Yes,
could
I
sure-
can
you
use
could
a horse,
change
but a
into
horse is a quarter challenge rating, and has like 11 hit points.
Uh-huh.
Whereas the bear I can turn into has like 42.
Right, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. Which is why I'm asking about this. See if I can maybe look up something that has the same around the same hit points, but has that charge ability.
What,
Well,
challenge
here-
bear?
here's the thing.
Or if there's any creatures.
He has a whole bunch of abilities that allow you to not get hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
The
Will I
other,
use
the other thing is that your AC would be higher because you'd be wearing armor. You'd be wearing armor as a warhorse.
Yes, but I would lose my unarmored defense from the
Right, but a 16 or 18 AC is going to be a lot nicer
16
on a
or
horse.
18 AC is where I'm at right now as a bear.
As a bear, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, well that's no different, but at
Yeah.
least it's not an 11 AC or 12 AC like
Yes.
a horse.
What is the difference with a charge attack? Does that just mean you can attack?
You can, if you move at least 20 straight forward to the target and hit it, you use like a go attack or a
Yeah.
trample attack.
Okay.
It takes an extra amount of damage when you hit.
Okay.
Come riding in on a bull.
Yeah.
It's a warhorse, but it's challenge rating 1/2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying here. Is like, well, I have a max challenge rating of 2 right now, but I can also do monstrosities. So I was just looking through Volo's guide here, and there's Aurochs, which have a charge attack and are fairly common-ish
Yeah.
as beasts of burden and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was just wondering if we don't have time for the book, if there's maybe one in town.
An aurochs?
Trying to remember what those are.
They are big horses.
Mm-hmm.
Bakgru, son of Gloom, blah blah blah. Orc deity of unbridled strength. It's,
Yeah, just
No.
give me a fast knowledge and nature roll.
Okay. Uh, 16?
I would assume that you've actually seen one in your past,
Okay.
because they're part of they probably run with orcs.
Yeah.
The ska.
Let's be honest. We'll probably see some in this
I
fight.
might have
alone.
even seen them when we visited their village.
You might even see some outside the wall.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well.
So I'll go ahead and add that to my list.
Yeah, and you can turn into that instead of the bear if you prefer.
Okay.
Okay.
I just think that would be better for this situation.
Okay, we are coming up on 10, guys.
Yeah.
Do we want to just hold here and let it be suspenseful?
Does
But
anybody...
the board got
Starting,
set up.
I did set the board up, but this is good so I can at least take a picture and say, okay, this is how I reset the board.
Yeah.
So we are prepared for battle.
Should just be a short episode.
Does anyone have anything important they have to do tonight? Or tomorrow morning?
Elena has
Yeah,
work.
good
I do that too, admittedly. So does everyone else here. So,
Yeah, I don't.
do we want to leave this and be what we come back next week, though? I think is the
It'd
question.
probably be better because I feel like if we get in the middle of it, we're gonna either lose track of time
Yeah.
and it's gonna be hard to stop.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, it's okay. To our watchers,
Yeah.
thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
Next time on D&D.
Next
Yeah.
time on Forgotten World Adventures.
The next time Goku will almost have powered up for level 1.
Next
Join
time,
us next
we'll,
time.
Still got
we'll
2 more
also
episodes of screaming.
survive.
Yeah.
On the next episode, the enemy's defeat.
Join us next time.
What's
for
gonna
the defeat
happen?
of Frieza.
Yeah. All right, so you've seen the setup. I will get this far.
All right.
You've met you've met the people that you're going to be working with. You've met your units. You've met the soldiers.
Right.
How happy are they that a Yagamoth's leading them?
So Beren, he explains to them. He's just like, "All right, guys, this is one that's actually on our side. To be honest, she could be really useful. Yagamoth may not know who she is. She walks amongst them. She could get through. Follow quietly and work with her. You might be able to get some good kills.
Congratulations,
Stop a lot of
you're getting
things."
upgraded to thieves.
Yes!
I gotta meet the Cavaliers. This will be great.
I can just see him doing, this bird is leading you. Have fun.
Key. Also, for whatever reason, I just imagine all of these guys as clone troopers. It's just the weirdest thing in my head. But I just imagine, like, somewhere Cody's running around.
Freaking clankers.
All right, so you each got one of my men leading you. They're battle hardened.
Where are your men?
Where are my men?
Mm-hmm.
My men are up here.
Okay.
Having tea before the wall falls.
Right.
Oh, which reminds me, does someone have a fiddle? I need. The city is burning.
I can mimic one. I start mimicking a fiddle song I once heard. Sadly, it is joyful tune, so it just does not make sense.
All right. So,
By the way, where'd that elfy fairy guy go?
Did he?
We lost track of him.
Did
He
he
has
step in the circle?
stuff to take care of.
I have no idea. To be fair, he was never a part of the group. So.
He's with Tenjungi, apparently.
How did you learn about him?
How did I learn about him?
He joined us after we left.
You don't come into my place and not be known.
He also smelled a bit when he came down the stairs.
He smelled of elderberries. Okay.
Anyways.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Each of my men will do a good job. Trust them, follow them. You'll do well. As you guys take your men to the fight, they lead you to different spots within the wall that you can actually get out in a more secret way, so you don't have the gates like all
Yeah.
opening.
Well, that would be fantastic for thematically for a cavalry charge. Just raise the gates and the cavalry comes barreling out.
Yeah, you just don't.
You let the assassins in there.
And the Yagamoth assassins are really sneaky.
So you guys get your units out, and as you set up,
Yeah.
you can see them just marching down. These guys marching down the way. It's not too long that you start seeing things burning in the city, and these guys are making their way. And the very first thing the first real battle encounter type stuff that really happens is you watch like this flaming rock flying over the top of your guys' heads
Trebuchets.
and just blast into the wall. You're like, oh, this is gonna be fun. We will be back to this next week. Get prepared. Think out strategies.
Let's
I'll
do
say
some
that after
juggling.
off camera, but yeah.
The fight should be fun.
And we'll fight.
Fight.
This is definitely made to be more of like a really big epic thing, so it kind of feels really heroic. You're going to take out lots of units at once. But it should be really fun.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, just on a moral level, I'm gonna be so sad seeing how many Cavaliers I lose.
Yeah. Anyways, to our viewers, thank you again for watching us. I'm sorry we didn't get to the fight yet, but we will definitely be doing that like all game next week. We may actually have an extra player come join us to help bolster these guys.
Our first guest.
Yeah, our first guest. My wife might be coming and joining us. She loves to play.
Oh, nice.
And she also has some good story stuff to go with some of our other characters.
No.
I hope you guys really enjoyed.
Is this going to be Asia all over again?
No, I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you did, please like and share. Follow us on Studio Nathan. We are on YouTube as well. You can actually watch and catch up if you haven't seen our other episodes. That's also Studio Nathan. All the videos are posted there.
They come out a week. So today's episode will come out next Tuesday. And we are also slowly going to start working on trying to make these into podcasts. So if the people who like to listen to these in podcast form can do that as well.
So that'd be pretty cool. You guys have. We are trying to make as many ways for you guys to enjoy, view, listen, consume the media that we're creating for you guys, so that you can have fun listening to these adventures and joining in on the craziness that is our D&D game.
Also, our artwork is being worked on.
Yes, it is.
And
It looks so good.
And if you want, we've given the artist permission to post update pictures as they come along. That way, it's been a long time coming, this art, so we want you guys to see these, not just as the final thing, but the work in progress as well. So if you go follow Spice and Rose on Instagram, and I think her tag on Twitter is Rose and Spice. But just go find Spice and Rose, or just use the hashtag Forgotten World D&D. She's using that hashtag in her picture, so you can go find them that way. And she right now has mittens. She's working on mittens right now. A lot of grays and greens going on there. And so, if you want to support us, go support her as well, because she's doing this out of her busy schedule, so it's nice.
Yeah, she's pretty amazing. The art's really cool. Let's see. Other than those things, also you can follow us on our Discord. Nathan and some of us also get on there together. We play games. We can chat. You can join in with us there as well. That's kind of a cool way to connect with us in a different way, since we don't really get to do a whole lot otherwise. Every once in a while we pop in on chat while we're playing, but there we can actually you can get to know us a little bit more and play along with us doing some games like we do Overwatch or Dauntless.
Dauntless.
You did something recently. You started up a new game that you hadn't been playing for a while.
Warframe.
Warframe.
Oh,
Yeah.
Warframe's interesting.
I back into Warframe for a bit on the PC.
Yeah. Anyways, there's a lot of ways to connect with us and find some friends that you may not have had before. Other than that, we hope you have a wonderful night. Have a great week. We will see you again next time.
Peace.
Bye.